I'm feeling like doing something a little different today. Since we did 3 Black Sun hunts in a row, and Black Sun hunts aren't exactly fun to watch, I figured today we might do Jabba's theme park on one of my alts that hasn't done it yet. Now, granted, Jabba's theme park probably isn't the most exciting thing to watch either, but at least it's going to be more interesting than just driving around Yavin all day looking for Black Sun. But who knows? Maybe we'll do something else later. I'm going to be on pretty much all day today, so we might even play some other games later if I get a little tired of playing Galaxies. Ah, going all fuzzy. I have so many windows open. Trying to keep everything organized. SEM Manufacturing, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I figured we'd do something a little different. Because I was looking at... Whoops. What badges this tune has. And... yeah, I haven't done any theme parks on him. It's a good position for a screenshot. Dude, I got a rebel base out here. Oh yeah, all the theme parks are soloable. They just take time. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, the Rebel and Imperial ones take quite a bit of time. Rebel one in particular, because you got to go to like 4 different planets. Alright, let's begin. Did I actually start this then? Oh shoot. I started it. I didn't even know. So then the question is, how far have I done? Oh man. Okay. Do I have access to the throne room? Holy crap, I do. I think I did this actually so that I would get access to the DWB. I'm gonna talk to Bib. Yeah, alright, so... Alright, this is gonna take a lot less time than I thought, because apparently we're already almost done. Go figure. Good luck on the hunt. First time you're able to catch a live stream. Yeah, I figured since my past 3 streams were Black Sun hunts, I would mix it up and do something a little bit different. And this tune doesn't have the Jabba theme park finish, so I figured I'd do that, but I didn't totally forgot that I was this far through it. At least things will be far more interesting. more interesting than driving around Yavin for 2 hours? Yeah, I think so. We're just gonna have to find something else to do after we're done, because this is not gonna take 2 hours. Maybe we could do the hero of Tatooine. That's something I've ever only done on my main. Hello, I'm Romo Vax. I'm ready to go to the palace. And let's go, Romo Vax. If only you could, like, bring an extra vehicle for your escorts and then tell them to, like, get on. Or even, like, a two-seater vehicle, which we're not going to get on Basilisk, but we'll probably get on Suncrusher. The multi-passenger vehicles were nice. See, if you had to, like, run to the restroom or something, and you were with a buddy, you could just be like, hey, let me ride with you where I run to the quick bathroom break. Yeah, AV-21's a two-seater. They had that, I forget what it was called, but it was like, people called it like the party bus. It could hold like 8 people or something. I think it was 7. It was a driver and 6 passengers. Or, yeah, driver and 6 passengers. It's like the Lars Family Land Speeder model, but I forget exactly what model it was. And then post-NGE, they added some ridiculous ones. You had like the Desert Skiff. They could hold like a whole freaking guild. I feel like the trainer in Punch-Out. You guys know what I'm talking about? How you got that cutscene in Punch-Out where like the trainer's on the bicycle and then Lil Mac is like chasing them on foot? That's what this feels like. I'm like the trainer. I'm like, come on, you can do it, Lil Mac. You can do it, Romo Vax. A little further. Push yourself. Come on. He just needs to be wearing like a pink jacket, pink sweatpants. Yeah, little Mac. V35 was the party bus. Good call, Skoback, and welcome to the stream. Has there been a feature where you can have more than one person ride on a mount? Land speeders can carry 2 seats. No, that's what we were just talking about. We're not going to get that on Basilisk. That was a post-CU feature they implemented. We'll probably get it on Sun Crusher, though. A malignant squill is going to be standing right next to my target. Wow, Skoko, a Jawa Avenger. It's almost Skoback, and it's also almost Kiva Skobo. I don't know. I don't remember my AoE. Ah, fuck it. Oh yeah, that's it. Strafe shot. Damn squills. This tune's Master Rifleman, Master Combat Medic. So he'll have absolutely no trouble doing just about anything. Oh, nice. I'm diseased. I hate squills so much. Who dat? It's a constitution disease? Nah, I'm alright. I'm alright with that. That timing. Burst run lasted just long enough to get in there and get out. Just about anything seem to go against your Jedi. I meant anything that Jabba's palace is going to throw at me. I do think I have poisons, though. Yeah, I do. I don't know how good they are. I like how I have a backpack called Empty with 48 things in it. Oh, please don't be another... Okay. It's not an escort mission. Fetch quest. Cathay guy, well, this is a blast from the past. Yeah, it certainly is. But it can also be a blast from the present, because it still exists. Have you not heard of the SWG EMU? Here's a link for you if you've never heard of the project. Galaxies Lives. Disease is still going. Oh, that's interesting. So it looks like the Constitution disease is keeping me at 399 wounds because my Constitution without buffs is 400. So even though my Constitution is over 2,000, it's over 2,000, I'm not taking any more wounds because it'll put me over my default value. I wonder if that's a bug. This is a long shot, but do you remember the glitch on live for Nim's theme park where you could complete it in like 2 or 3 quests by hitting a certain waypoint or something along those lines? I recall something like that. Like you were able to talk to NPCs out of order or something like that. I forget exactly what you had to do, but it does sound familiar. You downloaded the emulator, but unfortunately you don't have the time to grind up to where I was before. Yeah, believe me, I understand that. I've been on here for about 5 years, but I had to take like the last 6 months off because I got a new job. But I'm finally getting back into it. It's been a glitch for a while. No idea if it's gonna get fixed. I don't know. I'm not complaining. Jesus. Holy crap. The Rebel High General. I guess Wayfar is Rebel? Yeah, alright. Note to self, don't drive through Wayfar as a covert imp. Or Imperial combatant. The Nimbus bug is being able to gather all the items required to complete all the quests without speaking to the quest givers. Yeah, because I know to complete the Nimbus quests, you have to like drag and drop the items out of your inventory onto the NPCs, which is like really not intuitive. Like no other quest is like that in the game, I don't think. Maybe there might be like 1 or 2, but like typically you don't have to do that. You hear Tatooine is currently under Rebel control. It does seem like that. I mean, Mos Eisley was Rebel controlled. Wayfar is Rebel controlled. Ah, no. My burst run's not gonna last long enough this time. Because I messed up. It's gonna run out right now. Look at that. Whew. Like a Jedi. I think I remember that too, Skoback. There was a glitch that allowed you to level up to like level 100 within 2 days. I don't think it was level 100 though, I think it was level 90. Like you could kill like lava fleas or lava mites. Yeah, you said that level 90. I missed your second line. Every time I see these creatures down here, the wild dune boar, I get really excited for a moment because I'm like, oh, it's the boar. But it's not like the boar from the hero Tatooine. It's just a boar. Oh man, another escort. You always wish they did more with Boba Fett. He seems bored. Yeah. Giving, you know what they should have done? Instead of putting player Jedi bounty targets on the bounty hunter terminal, they should have made it to where Boba Fett served as like a bounty hunter terminal for player Jedi specifically, so that bounty hunters would actually gather at Jabba's palace. Like, imagine if anytime you wanted to hunt a player Jedi, you had to go to Boba Fett. Not only does it make it really inconvenient for bounty hunters because they'd have to travel all the way out here, which I'm totally for, but it would also create like a little bounty hunter community of player bounty hunters all hanging out at Jabba's palace, which I think is great. That totally should have been a thing. Yo, this guy is even slower than the Romo Vox guy or whoever the other one was. Not in the middle of nowhere though. Once JTL works, why? Because you can land directly at the palace, right? But then still, you'd have to go into space then, because you can't shuttle directly to the palace even once JTL works. You'd have to go into space, converse with the space station, and then you could land directly at Jabba's palace. A little clunky. Are there Starship terminals around back? But still, it's going to take you some time to get here. Find and kill the interrogator. Wars. JLB 211? What's this? It's just like random Imperial. It's a Dark Trooper? What the hell is this guy just walking around out here for? That's really random. Who's this other one? JK-32, an assault trooper. Did I say JK? GK. Letters are hard. It's just a stormtrooper, and he's like ready to fight. He's gone crazy in the desert. What are you doing, bro? Oh, I bet you a rebel like drove by and aggroed some imps, and that's why they're like... I have no idea what's going on. Let's see if there's another player up here who's rebel. He was milking those Eopies? God, I hope not. Can you imagine going through like Stormtrooper Corps training? You like finally graduate, become a Stormtrooper, and they send you to some backwater world to milk Eopies? Would not be pleased. Is there another player in there? Yeah, there is. He's not Imp. I bet you that's what's going on. I bet you he's not like piecing out of combat. Did they make it to where you can't tell what faction somebody is if you're opposite faction yet? I remember reading somewhere saying that that was a change that was coming, but I don't know if that ever happened. Yeah, see, because I can't tell. He looks neutral to me, but he might be rebel. I think, if they made that change. Yeah, they did. Okay. So yeah, then this guy's probably rebel. He probably drove through an Imperial camp, and those guys chased him as he was driving to the palace. And he got out of range, so they stopped chasing him. But the way the game works is even once you're out of range, the game still considers you in combat until you hit peace. So that's probably why that Stormtrooper was like still in combat. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Destroy the strike team. No, wait. Return with the... Oh, the message in hand. Whew. I thought it said return with the messenger in hand. Well, here's why Tatooine's rebel. There's all these damn rebel bases everywhere. Gotta get some imps together and come out here and do some base busting. I ain't touching that. Yeah, you can only blow a base at a certain time. It's got a vulnerability window. I think it's like 2 hours a day. Alright, let's use that burst run. This should last me right up until I get back to my swoop. Find and kill the traitor. And burst run. Close enough. Some of these Eve songs are just way too chill. After Jabba theme park, what's my next plan? I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Kind of feel like doing Hero of Tatooine, but that's up to you guys, sort of. I reserve the right to say no to some suggestions. Aw, Koopa baby. Alright, Catha guy, have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Cafe guy, sorry. I have not done the Corvette since they added it to Galaxies, but I can't just like solo the Corvette. I'd have to get a group together for that. One does not simply solo the Corellian Corvette. Same with DWB. Night Sisters? See, I don't have like really high-end gear on any of my tunes because I've never really had money to spend on it. Like I think all my composites only 80% kinetic or, you know, around there. So we can try it, but yeah, see this is just 80% base. No, I am not escorting this guy, am I? No, okay. I don't even have a PSG on this tune. I gotta check my bounty hunter. But I don't think it's 60%. Oh yeah, I do. Huh. Alright, well, I guess we can give that a try then. I think this is the last one. No, maybe this one? I know this guy's got like 7 or 8 quests. I wasn't counting how many we did. This music is raw, like way chill. Yeah, it is 80k'd. That's the one item that I 80k'd was the PSG. We're gonna have to go get it from him though. I'll try and bring him a little bit closer. He's on Dantooine from last night. Alright, let's see if this was the last one. Aw, too tired to burst run. Alright, not the last one. What do you do? Oh. Random NPC wants to give me a random side quest. To that I say no. What about you? Due to an unfortunate incident caused by irresponsible little droid, all Lord Jabba's employment accounting records were erased. Seen me have performed great service job in the past. Oh, no. He lets you redo it? I kind of forgot about that. Interesting, because I know there are some quests that have multiple rewards. So I did not know, or I guess I must have known at some point, but I forgot that there's a droid there you can talk to and reset your progress. so that you could do the whole theme park over again. It's pretty nifty. Very interesting. Sliv Jurek. Hey, Wheelman. Yep, doing Jabba's theme park. And hey, Despoon, high octane gameplay. Yeah, basically. Hey, that's something we could do. We could do the races. Like the Swoop races. Get those badges. That actually sounds like a good idea. And I feel a lot more comfortable doing that than I do like Night Sisters or something right now. The Lock race? Yeah, the Lock Marathon's a hell of a race. Oh, come on. This has to be the last one. Alright, Sora. We're gonna do swoop races after this anyway, so it's no big deal. If anyone wants to come out and race with me, you're more than welcome to. We can race at the same time. Make it a little more interesting. Maybe wager a little. Put some money on it, you know? I did not mean to shoot this thing. Alright, let's see. Was that the last one? Maybe? Yes, thank you. Okay. Jabba's theme park completed. Alright, so the next thing I guess we're gonna do is the old Mos Espa Arena track. Come on, nobody wants to come out and do some races? I don't think I've done any yet. Nope. Do the races still play that weird competition music? Like, they play, when you do it, it plays like one of the themes from Phantom Menace, from like the pod race. But you could, if you mute the in-game music, then you don't have to worry about it. Like, I have my in-game music off, because otherwise Twitch and YouTube get a little upset. Okay. Now let's see if anybody's done it yet today, because remember, you only get the badge if you get the fastest time of the day. And it's supposed to reset every day. One person did do it. APOA in 601. I think I can beat that. And we're off. Yeah, if you want to see, this is the music. I'll play it for a quick second, but this is the music that plays. Alright. From, yeah, like the pod race. It's a good track, and I wish I could play it. But, like I said, YouTube and Twitch get a little testy when it comes to playing copyrighted music. So let's see. I know there's a really good track towards the end of the soundtrack. Let's try... There. I don't think I'm going to get a copyright claim for this, so we'll see. I'm just going to keep the volume kind of low just in case. What quest involved the Tusken King? That's NGE content, mate. I don't think the Tusken King's even in this. Riding that wheelie. Oh yeah, no hands riding that wheelie. Nice, somebody built their town in this freaking crater. There's Fort Tusken, but the thing with the gaffy stick and the Tusken King, that's all NGE content. That was added much later. We got some canyon crate dragons on the ridge. Unless, I don't know if maybe... There's something with a Tusken rifle for, I think, the Darklighter estate. I haven't done that yet, though. I don't actually know if that's been implemented yet. It has to have been. I think that's down here somewhere. Yeah, the Darklighter's estate is way down here. Tuscan King was part of the Bestine Mayor. See, I never did that, so I don't know. I don't even remember doing that on live, to be honest with you. Wow, people legit built their houses to like block pathways. That's terrible.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
What else we got? Alright, almost done. See, the trick to it is to kind of ride the side of the mountain as you go up it instead of trying to shoot straight up the cliff, because then you come to like a complete stop. But if you go up at an angle, you pretty much maintain your momentum. King was something late in NGE actually. Executioner was mayor. Okay. I'm looking at the map here. I actually don't even want to go up the hill because I'm going to have to come right back down. I might nip the corner here a little bit. Yeah, because I can keep my momentum here pretty easily. That was good. Same thing here. Yeah, playing the cliffs is totally how you get good times in these races. This is it. Final stretch. So far, we still have a minute on ahead of the other guy, so I think this is pretty much guaranteed at this point. Unless something really bad happens, like I get glitched. Which, this is Galaxies, anything could happen. No, there we go. I beat him by about 20 seconds. What happened to the other guy's time? Huh. That's weird. Did it just reset the times? There was definitely somebody else on that leaderboard before me. I can scroll back and read it. Yeah, 601 by Apoa. So it literally... It must reset at noon Pacific time because it's 3 p.m. Eastern time now. So it literally must have reset like 4 minutes ago. Oh, it's based on the reboot time? Interesting. Well, that means now's the perfect time to do all the races then, because there's nobody on the leaderboards. Guaranteed badge. You could do terribly on the race and still get the badge. Let me see, is that true? Yep, Basilisk has now been up for 12 days, 0 hours, and 14 minutes. That's nuts. We need a reset. Alright, where to next? Should we go to Corellia? Should we go to Naboo? Should we go to Rory? Or should we go to Locke? Or Talus? Shoot. Yeah, there's 6 races. Talus, Corellia, Naboo, Rory, or Locke. Pick one. Alright, let's try this. There you go. Yes, Sam Crow, there are 6 races. Go ahead and type exclamation point vote and then the number to which option you want me to do. We're going to do as many of them as we can, but this is just for which one we're doing next. What's weird is, on that note, like I think if you look through the badges, I don't think the other... See, what happens is when they first added the races, they only had the 3 on the starter planets. They had Tatooine with the Mos Espa one that we just did. They had the Agrilat Swamp on Corellia, and they had Karen City here on Naboo. And then what happens is they went and they added the 3 other ones, the Talus, Rory, and Locke ones, later. And they do have badges for them, but they don't show up in this list of like badges that you haven't gotten yet, because I guess they just forgot to add them to this list. So if this is the list of like badges that you were going by, yeah, I think you'd have missed it, because I don't believe they're in here anywhere. Nope. Sorry, you've got, oh wait. So we got 2 votes for Locke. Alright, I guess we're on to Locke. Locke is by far the longest. This race takes like a half hour. They don't call it the Locke Marathon for nothing. No, Rory's is super short. Talus is fairly long. Yeah, I think Locke is the longest. I think Talus and Tatooine are about the same. Corellia is not really that long. And then both Naboo and Rory are super short. Rory and Naboo are both in cities, so they're both really quick. Talus, yeah, I think Talus is probably about the same length as Tatooine. All right. No time set. Go! Perfectly timed with the music. So yeah, we're up here right now. This race is going to take us over to the maze, which is right here, the Great Maze of Locke. All the way down to this volcano. We're going to have to drive like a circle around the volcano, and then we have to go all the way back. But I think when we go back, like it takes us over here or something to go back. I don't remember. But like it's literally a loop around the volcano, so that's why it takes so long. Say hi to the chemos. If we see any chemos. Hey, there's a chemo. Hi, chemo. I actually have a video on my channel already of me doing this race, I think on my main character with a couple guild members, and we were just, you know, joking or whatever during the race. I love these little fart bugs. You ever realize that? Like the bugs, excuse me, they leave like these little fart trails behind them. Alright, this leg is 4.5 kilometers. I'm gonna go to get a drink. Hopefully I don't run into a chemo. I'll be right back. Alright. Looks like we're safe. You hate when the game glitches and you get stuck in midair? Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Thanks, my young friend.
Sam Crow, thanks for the follow. Sorry, I had to tab out and see who that was. Oh snap, Canyon Corsairs. It's literally like the Tour de Loc. It's like if you've ever wanted to just see the entire planet of Loc, just do this race. Oh, jeez. Aw, Mayo, a weak mercenary. It literally says a weak mercenary. Poor Mayo. Mayo, a weak mercenary. Looks like a tough fight. I love this game. A lot of blood razors. 6 of them. Lots of people in the Naboo cantina, more than you usually see. Hey, there used to be a lot of people hanging out, and if you talk about feed. Alright, so here's the maze. Try and study it real quick. I remember a little bit of where to go. I'm gonna actually get off my vehicle and burst around, and hopefully this works. Oh no! The rubber band is real! And the swoop just stays up there. Alright, so maybe that was a mistake. Alright, let's see. Nope, this way. Can actually do it without the overlay with this zoom level. Nailed it. Didn't even have to make it into the middle. Alright. Come on! Get on the swoop! Let's go! What are you doing? What is going on? Oh my god, what a fail. Getting bad rubber banding when heading to the DWB. Yeah, man. It's so bad. You've noticed mounting and dismounting bikes lately seemed a bit buggy? I haven't noticed it, but I definitely did there. Alright, proceed to the base of Mount Charlotte. What's up with that lighting? That was weird. Huh. Matter. It's a matter of fact. You can just get out and walk around if you want. This game. Wait, is there not a badge for this? Shoot, I should have looked at this earlier. I feel like there should be a badge for this. No, there's not. Okay. There's not. Unless I'm blind. Kimagila Skeleton, Imperial Base. The rest of these are not lock. We climb to the top of Addie's Rest. I don't remember where that is. Was that Addie's Rest? Shoot, is that Addie's Rest for real? I'm going back for it. Because there's no way I'm coming back down here. I know I'm on the race too, but I'm gonna risk it that nobody else is doing this race right now, since the leaderboards got wiped, and that even with this slight detour, we'll still get best time. All that has to happen is nobody had to have started this race before me. Alright, let's try it. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to tab out and Google it. Can't find the exact waypoint. I know there was a freaking forum post or a website or something. Overpowered. How many characters can you log in at a time? Yes, 2. Yep, there it is. Nice. Steaming Maw of Addie's Rest. Alright, cool. Does this game feel alive even as a private server? So if it shows 800 people, then there's really 400 active players. First of all, Basilisk is not a private server. It's the official emulator server. The private servers are the ones that take the code from Basilisk and change it to make their own. But this server is actually attempting to emulate exactly how Live Galaxies was just before the combat upgrade. Though I think maybe you mean private server because it's not actually run by SOE, but SOE, the game doesn't exist anymore, so I don't know. It's a sticky or confusing situation. But anyway, does it feel alive? Basilisk is the most populated Galaxy server right now. So right now it says we have 1,123 online connections. Now, 1,123 connections, you can log in multiple characters, so that could be 2 logins per person, but not everybody logs in 2 characters, so you can't just straight up divide that number in half. You have to maybe subtract like a third of it. So we'll take away like 400 and say there's 700 connections, and then a chunk of those people are AFK bots. So we'll take away like another 200, 300. So yeah, you've got like 400 active players conservatively, which is definitely not a lot when you compare it to like World of Warcraft or, you know, like an actual MMO. But people come and go all the time. Whenever the game has a big update, we'll see a lot of people come back and it'll be really populated for a while. Are there a ton of Jedis? Not yet, because Jedi... Let's see, I actually wanted to look this up earlier. When was Publish 9? Jedi haven't been in for too long yet. August 8th of last year is when they added Jedi. So it's Jedi have been in for almost a year, but not quite yet. A couple more months and it'll have been a year. So there's a couple Jedi running around. There's some in chat here. But it's definitely not like... You definitely don't see them everywhere like you did in Live. Not yet. But their numbers will continue to climb as the game goes on. Spine Snake River. I'll be disappointed if there are no spine snakes around. There's no spine snakes around. I am a disappoint. Yeah, no problem. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. Like, it's part of the whole reason why I like streaming this game, because really, this game doesn't require a whole lot of attention. It's the perfect streaming game because, like, I'm doing something in game, but I'm also able to read chat and talk about stuff. Who the hell's... Is there a city out here? Not really. There should only be Basilisk and Legends. Yeah. I don't like that there's so many servers because it splits the community into different, you know, sub-communities. Because really, the emulator community is not that big to begin with. But everybody, you know, people want to play admin and be in charge of everything and have things their way, so that's what's going to happen. I've talked about this on a past stream, but I would love for there to be a server that wipes every like 2 years. So every 2 years, everybody has to start fresh. However, during those 2 years, I want the game to track everything and save like all the data of what people done during those 2 years in some sort of database. Like how many Tuskens you killed, how many Jawas you killed, how many players you killed, how many Jedi you killed, you know, whatever, how much XP you earned total, and have all that shit saved so that at the end of 2 years, there can be like a leaderboard that you can go and look at and see like who had the most PvP kills that year. And they're almost like seasons. And then every 2 years it just starts over and you have a new leaderboard. And maybe you get badges in your bio based on how you did in the previous season, so people could see like, oh, that person was the first person to become a Jedi last season or something like that. Like, to me, that's the server that I would play on if something like that ever existed. Because, honestly, the longer a Galaxy server goes on, the more stale it becomes. And Basilisk has kind of reached the point of being stale to me, just about. Because, like, it's just been around for so long. People have, like, ridiculously OP weapons, ridiculously OP armor, ridiculously OP everything. To the point where somebody in chat, I think it was, what, Sora, wasn't it you? That said you guys went to the Geo Cave the other night with like 16 people and tried to kill the Acklay, and there were 3 people AFKing the Acklay that had such strong weapons they were able to out-damage. The 3 people were able to out-damage the Acklay against the group of 16, and the 16 people weren't able to get loot rights because the other 3 were so much more powerful. That's ridiculous. But for that situation, I actually have another solution. Just like how when you go to the Death Watch bunker and you craft either like a Mandalorian armor piece or a jetpack, the Death Watch bunker ejects your group back to the entrance, so that if you wanted to make another thing, you have to go through the whole bunker again. I think the Geo Cave should do that same thing, to where when you loot the Acklay, your whole group gets ejected to the beginning of the Geo Cave, so that if you want to loot that Acklay again, you just have to run through the bunker again. Like, it's not that hard to go through the bunker, but it's kind of ridiculous that you're able to just sit down there and AFK camp the boss without having to go through the whole bunker again. And we know that technology already exists because the DWB uses it, so it shouldn't be that hard to take whatever code is used in the DWB and just apply it to the Geo Cave. Do you ever see any Mando armor for sale, or is it hella rare just like it was on live? It is hella rare because you still have to go through the DWB to craft it, and the colors that you crafted are completely randomized, if I remember correctly. So I haven't seen any for sale in game, but every once in a while people will post on the Galaxy's trade forums on the website that if they're selling it, but I don't know what it goes for or anything like that. Can't the CSR just remove AFK macroed people? I believe they would do that on live. No, they're not. They can't. It's part of the game. I mean, the macro system is built into the game. So this is kind of like what it was intended for. But, like, there's nothing wrong with AFK macroing. People do it. But when AFK macroing starts to impact ATK gameplay, then that's when it becomes an issue. Like, if you want to have someone AFK macroing like trash mobs outside of Coronet so that they can level their character while they're AFK, fine. Who's that hurting? Nobody. But when you have AFK people that basically are running the server. Right? Because if nobody else has access to the resources that drop, then those people are like the 1% of the galaxy's community. They control, the prices, they control inventory, like how much of something there is, like even on the market. And Skoback has a good point. The game breaks down at this population level without bots. Like a lot of the doctors that sit around in med centers are AFK bots and dancers. So yeah, if they were to kick everybody that was AFK, like you would be hard pressed to get buffs, which would actually make the game a little bit more interesting. Which is why I like fresh servers, because when the server wipes, you don't have master doctors to buff you. You don't have master dancers or master musicians to buff you. You don't even have master chefs to buy food and drink. Like, you don't have master armor smiths to craft 80% kinetic resist composite armor. You don't have master weaponsmiths to craft you, whatever weapon you want in the game. You actually have to, like, salvage stuff from NPCs. Like, what, do I have anything now? No, because I delete it right away. As soon as I loot, like, a weapon or a piece of armor off an NPC on Basilisk, it's immediately trashed because it doesn't hold, it doesn't stand up to anything player made. But when the server wipes and you don't have all these master crafters or whatever, that stuff might actually become useful, and that is exciting. The odd looted weapon from high-end mobs that might be good. Yeah, but like, still. What are you going to use to kill those high-end mobs? What armor are you going to wear to keep you alive against those high-end mobs? Yay. Alright. New poll time. Go ahead and vote. Where are we going next? Yes, forage does work. SR man, I don't think you need the parentheses. I think it's just the numbers. Let me check. Yeah, just the number. I'm gonna wait about 2 minutes and let more people vote if you want before we go anywhere. We at least need a tiebreaker. Alright. Talus wins. Hey, Angelic. Just doing some swoop races right now. No times. Alright, here we go. Oops. Off the swoop. I always do that. Go! Alright, so Talus is a Talus, or Nashal, I guess, Nashal river race. Which means they want you to kind of stay to the river. However, we know flying over the water slows you down slightly, so despite the fact that this is a river race, we're going to try to stay out of the river as best we can. Thoughts on Jedi skill tapes was short-lived in the CU. Shoot, I don't even remember Jedi skill tapes. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a full template Jedi potentially is OP enough that they don't need skill tapes, but the problem is balancing a class that's supposed to be an alpha class. Like, how alpha is 2 alpha? How much alpha is 2 alpha? It's probably best that they don't exist, but who am I? See, the only balance to bounty hunters attacking Jedi I think there needs to be is that if that Jedi is grouped, I think that whoever is grouped with the Jedi should also be able to fight the bounty hunter. Like, that just makes sense. If I'm a Jedi general and I have like a whole guild or army or whatever following me, and a bounty hunter shows up and starts attacking me, all my friends and soldiers aren't going to just stand there like, you know, staring at me. They're going to help. They're going to defend me. And then some would say, well, you know, that makes it too tough on the bounty hunter then. Well, good. It should be tough for the bounty hunter. The bounty hunter should have to stalk his prey. Wait for him to be alone. You know what I mean? Like, wait for the right moment to strike. The way it is now, a bounty hunter doesn't really do anything. He has nothing to fear other than the Jedi. He just rolls up and starts shooting. Look, Galaxies is not a perfect game. There are a lot of changes and a lot of balance issues that I think need to be resolved, but I don't know. That's why I like doing dumb stuff like this. Like swoop races. Nobody's going to complain about balancing a swoop race. I mean, I'm sure somebody out there would complain about it, but... the race starting point on Talus is Nashal in the northeast. And actually here, let me start the poll for the next one now. That way you guys could just vote on where to go next while this one's still going. Yeah, see, like I said, this one's about the same as the Tatooine one. It starts here. You kind of go down this river, around here like this, cut down here. I think we're going to, like, maybe follow this river or cut across to this one, and then you go back up. And that's roughly the same size as the Tatooine, the Mos Espa track. Yeah, we're going down here. And then I think we might cut this gap here and go back up. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Look at all these houses here. It's so weird. Oh, there is a city here. Okay. I was going to say, it's so weird to see a bunch of player houses all in one spot when there's no city there. There's nothing on the map here, but that's a city hall. No, it's not a... What the hell structure is this? Hold on. Is this not a city hall? Is it a cantina? Oh shit. I didn't... Really? That's weird. I must be having a brain fart because I totally did not know that they made different planet-style cantinas. Hey Starman, I'm not doing badges, like specifically for content badges. I'm just doing... I wanted to do something different on this stream. I figured we did enough Black Sun hunting that this time I would mix things up a little bit, and this was an easy thing that came to mind, was just to get badges on one of my alts. But don't get excited, this is not my Force-sensitive character. I'm not getting badges to become Jedi on this tier. How do you know I'm not lying? You don't. Maybe I am lying. Maybe I've never had a tune that was Force sensitive, so I'm just starting him now, and I just need to get all these badges so that I can start, so I can get the old man and go to the village. Angelic, don't ruin the fun. If they want to think I'm lying, they can think I'm lying. Here come the lawn crew. Nice. Wait. Here they come again. It literally stopped right outside my door. Oh, no, he didn't. Where'd he go? Alright. I'm sure they'll be back again. Apartment living at its finest. Oh shoot, we need to cross that bridge. Ugh! Come to a stop. Oh yeah, okay, just got it. I guess we didn't need to. Whatever. Okay. So far, we're gonna have the only time on all the raised droids. Yeah, I think it was a leaf blower. Because they came through earlier and trimmed up. And I was sitting here thinking, oh, good thing, you know, I didn't start streaming. There's Dwayne, the Jedi. Attention, all bounty hunters, I found him. He's here. Come kill him. Oh, who followed? I missed the follow. Starman, thanks for the follow. Did you guys all vote? Quick, get your votes in if you haven't voted yet. Exclamation point, vote. 0 for Naboo, 1 for Rory, 2 for Corellia. Well, we have to go to Corellia because we're on Talus. But I think Corellia might have won anyway. Let me see. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Corellia was way in the lead. Alright, so we're gonna go to Jabba. Sorry, I cut off your vote there, SR man, but it wouldn't have changed the outcome. Wait a minute. You voted for Corellia anyway, so yeah, it definitely wouldn't have changed the outcome. He's still here. The Jedi is still here. Come kill him. At least starports are not like 5 minutes anymore. Yeah, dude, let me tell you a little something. Back when the game first came out, starports were 10 minutes. You would see crowds. There would be a whole party of people standing here waiting, and we would all do this thing called talk to each other, and it was great. $10 is okay. I would be for returning the timer to 10 minutes, considering the fact that we'll have jump to light speed and everybody will have their own ship and nobody will have to use the public transportation anyway. This is probably my least favorite race out of all of them. Just because like you can't even see where you're going. And like there doesn't even appear to be like an actual track. Like at least the other races, you know, like the Mos Espa one definitely has a track, and then the Corellia one, I'm sorry, the Talus one, you try to stick to the river, and then yeah, sure, Locke doesn't have a track, but it's basically like a cross-planet marathon. And then both the Naboo and the Rory ones are like street races, which are cool. But this one, like, it seems like you're sticking to the lowland at the beginning, and then there's like a waypoint just makes you do like a hard turn and like you cut over the top of the cliff. Like it doesn't make any sense. Alright, Dwayne. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start before you. Just in case you beat me, I still get the badge. Alright? No, I'm just kidding. But the problem is I can't do it. I can't count us off or count us down because there's a stream delay. I guess I could do it in game. Hold on. This is a fairly short race. Okay, so you want to get it to this screen where it says you have the option to click go, but don't click go yet. We're gonna hold here, and then I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1 in game, and when I say go in game, you click go. All right? Does it make sense? I'm gonna wait for your answer because I know there's a stream delay. And make sure I'm facing the right direction too. I believe we go this way. Okay, so get ready to click go. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. That's the best way to do it right there. Now, due to like, oh great, we got a little bit of rubber banding already. Due to like Galaxy's netcode, it's gonna appear to each of us that we're winning. So it appears like it appears to me that I'm this far in front of him. But I guarantee you on his screen, he sees himself ahead of me. So we can't really rely on that to tell who wins. It all comes down to the time at the end. So when we check into the droid, whoever has the shortest time is the winner. So it doesn't really matter that we start at the same time, because it's not going to appear to be a close race anyway. It's definitely going to appear that I'm going to win, but I might not. So look, I mean, like, look at this course, though. Like, am I on a track? No. Like, okay, now we're gonna go through this, like, little... Like, there's all these cool features and stuff over there. I want to go see them. Like, these, like, fountains and stuff are neat. Like, okay, right now we're kind of driving through the swamp. Or the marsh or whatever, so... Like, that kind of makes sense. But then up here, we're just gonna, like, not be in the swamp anymore. Like, where am I going right now? Why is this waypoint over here? And now why am I turning left? Now we're in a different part of the marsh. And now we're gonna go on top of this hill. I don't know. I don't like this race. I'm getting tells on my alt. Yo, y'all want to know something crazy? Hold on. I gotta finish this race and then I gotta show you guys who just sent me a tell on my other tune. It's actually, like, incredible. The chances are unbelievable. It's not Kiva Scobo. That would be truly amazing. This is slightly less amazing than Kiva Scobo. So now we're going back through this part of the marsh with the big arches. We're doing like a U-turn. I feel like whoever put this course together was drunk. You recognize the music, Angelic? Yeah, it's from Eve. Actually, I I don't know if you were here the other day when I shut it off, but I set up a exclamation point music command. So that if you're ever curious what I'm listening to, you just do exclamation point music and the bot will tell you what it is. All right, final stretch. Cool. All right, so I got the badge, which is all I really cared about. Well, let's see. Nope. Sorry, Sora. I beat you by about 2 seconds. Okay, so now hold on. I gotta do a little stream switching here. Damn it! I never get this right on the first guess. So here's Mobius, who's been sitting in game this whole time, AFK in Mos Eisley, and look who I get a message from. A POA tells you, hey man, not sure if you're AFK or not, just wanted to say I'm a big fan of your videos, help me get acquainted with the Emulator, thanks. That's the guy who had the time on the Mos Espa track. That's hilarious. No, he didn't make it. He was the one who had the best time on it when we started. When I started racing on the Mos Espa track, I checked the droid to see who, here. I gotta go back to the other character to show you that. He had the best chime on the track. That's amazing. Like, maybe that's just due to the size of the community. We were talking about like how many actual people are playing. No, they don't get a message if you beat their time. But see, he wouldn't have, even if they did, he wouldn't have gotten a message anyway because his time was reset before I finished. Like when I started the race, it told me his time here. I'll actually go back. I just gotta do a little swap. Boop. Okay. And if I... God, it's gonna be really far back. Here. Where'd it go? Right there. So he had first time a Poa. And now there he is talking. So that's amazing, I think. Like, what a coincidence. Alright, Sora. Let's go. Let's see where we're off to next. Ooh, double cursor. Oh crap, has it been doing that this whole time? I think I know why it's doing that. It's this. Son of a biscuit. How have I not noticed that before now? Check the poll. Oh shoot, I forgot to start the new poll. Darn it. Alright. Well, I mean, we only have 2 options left, but there you go. Quick. Vote. Is it Naboo or is it Rory? Where are we going? Technically, we have to go through Naboo to get to Rory. But we have to come back to Naboo after we go to Rory anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It teleported you back? Oh. Damn rubber band. Alright, so we're definitely going to do Naboo. It's just a matter of where. Hey, Serena. Alright, I'm just going to cut this one here. Naboo wins with 2 votes. Easy peasy. There's only 2 left anyway, so this is going to be really simple. Alright, it's Karen. So, Sora, we're going to Karen first. Karen on Naboo. Hey, nice spray stick. You say Karen, I say Karen. Karen just sounds like a girl's name. It's probably like Curran, because it's Keren. Curran. Curran. Curran? I don't know. There's a new SWG book coming out tomorrow. Galaxy's the book. Let me see. No. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Hold on. Oh, shoot. What type of shipping did I choose? Okay. Phew. Like I said, I got that Amazon Prime shit. I better get my 2-day free shipping. Nice. Mine has been purchased and should be here in 2 days. Serena, this is from the EVE Online soundtrack. It is called Red Glowing Dust, the White Raven Remix. Alright, so I'm all going to break this, this race down for you guys really simply. The race coordinator droid is here. Sora, stay on your swoop for this one because we're actually not going to talk to the droid here. Now, I noticed when I first tried to get this badge on my main character that there were some times on here that were like 15 to 20 seconds less than the fastest time I could get. Hey, somebody actually got a time on here, 293. I'm like, how is it possible to get... Like, I was trying really hard to break these people's times, and I could not figure out how they were shaving such ridiculous amount of time off the race. Until I figured it out. Check this out, man. Sora, follow me. Instead of talking to the droid in here... And this is like a MLG Pro strat, by the way. Talk to the droid from this side of the wall, and make sure you spin your swoop around. Can you actually fit through here? Oh, you can. That was stupid. Alright. But, if you talk to him from over here, which you do by targeting him, and then you can converse with the radial menu, you don't have to drive that weird shape, like, through the front of the starporter. I don't even know if you can fit your swoop through here. Maybe you can. Oh, shit, you can. Alright, well, yeah. Don't go that way. Go this way. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing again. So get it to where it says... Oh, shit, you can't do it from that far. There we go. Get it to where it says go. Oh, it's a Poa. What's up, dude? Yeah, it's also faster now with Force Run 3. This was pre-Jedi, though, so I don't know what my time on this track was. I'm pretty sure I can beat 293. So we're going to do the 3, 2, 1, go. Tell me when you're ready. Alright, you can go from there. Yeah, that was just, it was really weird, Apoa. We basically decided to start with the Mos Espa track. And I saw that you were the only one with the time. But by the time we finished the race, your time was wiped from the board, so it didn't, like, I was the only one on the new board. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. See, because the first waypoint for this track is over here. So if you end up going around the front of the starport, it ends up, like, adding a couple extra seconds. And then I definitely don't go across the bridge, because you can nick the waypoint just like that. I don't know how many times I've done this race. This is probably my favorite race. Stay on this side of the little river. And you gotta make a nice little sharp turn onto this bridge. And we go up top. Try to save a little time by cutting this corner here. Keep the momentum up by going up the hill at an angle. Let's see, where's Sora? He's back there somewhere. Can't zoom out far enough. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to beat that time of 293, considering we're 3 minutes ahead of it right now. Thanks for stopping in, Apoa. And then, yeah, when you go to complete the race, you don't have to go back in the front of the starport. You just run this wall right there. And there you go. 2 minutes. Just about 2 minutes even. About 10 seconds short. Alright, we got one left. We're gonna go to Rory. We're gonna go to Narmal. Narmal on Rory. I wonder what kind of times you could get with Force Run 3. That would be an interesting thing to check. Especially on these short races. Like, that one's obviously super short. 2 minutes compared to, like, the 25, 30 minutes of the lock race. This one's almost the same as the last one. Though I'm not as familiar with this one as I am with the last one. Snugglepuff. This guy's new name is Snugglepuff. Alright, I believe... Yeah, the droids should be out this way. The toughest part about this one is getting through some of these gates. Like, if you try to go through the gate and you end up missing it, sometimes, like, it's a pain in the butt to get through. You have to, like, wait for your speeder to come to a stop so you can make a sharp turn. It's painful. Am I doing grenade FS XP grind? I wish I was. I might convert to it, but currently, no, I'm not. Alright, no times here. Alright, tell me when you're ready. Alright, 3. Wait, pause. Let's get the good music going again. No, wait, hold on. We're gonna... Let's not do... Sorry, hold on. This is the last race. We gotta do something special for it. Let's do, it has to be in here somewhere, right? Yeah. Hopefully I don't get hit with a copyright strike on this. This track is 4 minutes long. It's not even gonna be, the race isn't even gonna be half that long, but that's right. It's going to be Duel of the Fates Techno Mix. All right, let's do it. Whoa, what just happened? All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot, I gotta keep my map up for this one. I don't remember this one quite as well as the rest. Yeah, alright, sharp U-turn. And we go around here, we gotta go through the arch. Straight across through the other arch. See, I'm not even really looking at where I'm driving, I'm just looking at the map right now. I have to go left here. Shoot, it was a right! Oh, do a 270. Alright. Oh, I think Sora tried to follow me to the left and got stuck in a building. Oh, that was an excellent fake out. Wait, no, are you serious? It's been on this the whole time? Oh, crap. Oh, okay, no, it just happened when I had that glitch. Okay. Hold on. Serena, redo. Something happened to my stream right before we started. Oh man, hold on. Alright. I'm glad you said something. Wow. Alright. I don't know where Sora went. I'm gonna finish the race and then, yeah, we'll do a redo. Oh, that sucks. You guys missed the most epic 270. Yeah, I gotta redo it because for some reason there was some weird glitch happened right before we went to start the race, and like my game or my stream software switched to my alt in Mos Eisley, so it wasn't streaming the right tune. Damn, that sucks. I will recreate the epic 270 that occurred. Damn, that's really disappointing. Now we gotta find a different song. It's gonna loop, isn't it? Alright. Gosh darn it. Alright, what can I put on instead? Oh, I know. Just do the Imperial Rage mix. Everybody loves the Imperial Rage mix. And now we'll do the Leviathan mix. It's the longer one. Alright. Yeah, never trust Mobius on follow. Well, you should have been racing your own race. That's what you get. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did. I'm going to do it exactly the same way I did it. Alright, I'm on the go. You ready, Sora? By the way, I'm calling him Sora because that's what he is in stream chat. I don't know how to pronounce his in-game name. It looks like Dwayne, but it also doesn't look like Dwayne, so it's Sora. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, like I said before, we're going to keep the map up for this because it's very sharp turns on this race. So we do a 180 around the guild hall. And we go through the arch. Okay, so here's what happened. Right here I'm like, I think it's a left turn after this. So I go to turn left, and it's not, it's a right. So I had to do like a 170 there, and that's where it looked like Sora got stuck in a building. But yeah, it was a lot more epic the first time. So now all I gotta do is beat whatever time Sora had on his first run. Which should not be too hard. Pretty much on the home stretch. And boom, got it. And that should be it. That's all 6 badges. Normal, or yeah, Normal Memorial, Lock Marathon, Mos Espa, Karen City, Agrilat Swamp. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? Wait, where's the Corellia one? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's way down here. Why that gap there? I didn't even look below the gap. Oh man, I'm like, what happened to the Corellia one? For some reason there's a gap. Okay. Alright. Let's see, did he beat me though? Nope. 4 seconds, man, that was close though. Good racing. Alright. I think I gotta take a break. I've been streaming for a couple hours. I don't even know how long it's been. I'll go grab something to eat. See what else is going on. Well, that was fun. Finished the Jabba theme park. Did all 6 races all in one shot. Not a bad day. And no problem, man. We'll definitely be around. He's just so quiet without music. All right. What the hell? We'll go back to Isley. There we are. It's weird, I always like to deliver my tunes back to the Mos Eisley Cantina before I log off, just so I know where they are. And that's it. Very good. Alright guys, that's gonna be enough for me for tonight. Well, for now. There's a small chance I'll be on later tonight, but probably not. Who knows? We'll see. But, alright. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the stream. If you're watching it on YouTube, thanks for watching this whole video on YouTube. But,